okay? He came in here without that jacket on. Yeah, he did, obviously.
That baby just had a pamper on.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a Walmart employee in Mississippi who has been fired after uploading a video showing a shivering baby. Now, the baby only had on a diaper in January, and I believe it was at night. The mother had on a coat and a hoodie, and I think maybe even some kind of headgear, but decided it wasn't really important to put any kind of clothes on the baby. Now, after several customers came up to the mother, she took one of her outerwear garments off and put it over the baby. This is a really crazy story, a really crazy video, and thankfully, the mother has been charged and the child is safe with an approved family member. I'm not sure who the family member is, but the child is safe. Thank goodness. Now, there's more I got to get into. There's quite a few takes on this video. Quite a few opinions about how this could have been prevented. But first things first, let's get to the news clip. And if you want to see the clip in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
A viral video on social media shows a Byram mother shopping in Walmart with her 2-year-old son, who was unclothed, only wearing a diaper. That woman is behind bars tonight. Byram police charged Cambria Darby with child neglect. The Walmart employee who recorded the video has since been fired. 3 News 5's Chris Fields spoke exclusively with the former employee.
That's right, Ashley. Felicia Darling says she recorded the incident January 17th. She claims she was fired because she went against company policy for posting the video on social media. Darling.
Now, I could understand that a little bit about posting it on social media. I get it. But at the same time, I understand her concern. You see a baby in the cold with only a diaper on and the mother's not really caring. Obviously, there's some danger going on. Now, hindsight being 2020, what should have been done? Maybe record the video, call the police, give it to them. I'm not sure, but I understand the concern. At the same time, I understand Walmart. I mean, in reality, I side with the person who filmed the video, but I get why this whole thing took place.
Darling spoke exclusively to 3 on Your Side about what she saw on that cold winter day.
What she did was unacceptable, and like she should be accounted for her actions.
Felicia Darling is still trying to wrap her head around this disturbing video she recorded of a 2-year-old. Here you can see the toddler shaking and shivering as people walked up, concerned about the extremely cold weather that night. She placed the boy in a cart basket, only wearing a diaper. And
now let's go back a little bit because I want to show what the mother. So the mother has on a long sleeve shirt, some kind of headgear, some kind of hat over her head. And that coat that she has on the baby, she was wearing that. That's her coat. So she had on long sleeve shirt, a coat, headgear, long pants, but didn't think that her baby needed any kind of clothing. Just a diaper. I'm talking about no shirt, no pants, only a diaper.
Basket, only wearing a diaper. And that's when she started recording.
You know, she was being like very rude and all that. So
Who are you? Lower your voice.
Darling says after several shoppers approached the mom in the store, that's when she took off her black coat and put it on the baby.
if you're a mother, a child represents you. And if you come in the store fully clothed and your son's not, you know, that shows a lot about your character. And that shows a lot that you don't care. And like, how could you come in Walmart fully dressed and, you know, it's a lot of people watching you. She probably thought nobody was to go say anything or step up, but, you know, we did.
Child Protection Services also got involved and later released the child to an approved relative.
I wasn't thinking about the consequences or of my actions. You know, at that time, I wanted to get that baby help.
Of course, that is exactly what I was thinking before this is my very first time watching this video right now as I'm recording this reaction. I knew that's exactly what was on her mind. Like, okay, I'm just trying to get the baby help. And what she did worked because the mother got charged. The child is with an approved relative and we got some actual things going on. We have some action being taken rather than it just being, okay, you see the child in the Walmart looking crazy with no shirt on, only a diaper, it's very cold, and then nothing happens.
After being fired, Darling received an overwhelming amount of support. A GoFundMe that was recently set up has already raised more than $25,000 just for Darling.
I think everyone that has donated, it's like overwhelming. I didn't know I was going to get this much support.
Now, Darby was processed and booked at the Hinds County Detention Center on bond conditions ordered by the Hinds County Youth Court. I'm Chris Fields, 3 on your side.
All right, so there we have it. That's what's happening out there, Mississippi. Yeah, this was really a crazy video. I had seen it floating around, and there's so much I'm gonna say. Can I address the elephant in the room? Can I please? And I don't want anybody to get offended. I know you guys won't because you guys are really smart. If you ask a so-called progressive person, a liberal person, how do we solve this? Because this kind of thing, child neglect, is not anything new. It's not anything new. If you ask a progressive how to solve it, what are they going to tell you? Oh, well, give the mother access to health care. What does that mean? Let her delete her babies. That's what they're going to say. This ties into the whole abortion argument. Well, a lot of these people have no business having children, so it's better for the mother to delete the child before the child becomes a child, before the child is born, before the child is out of the womb. That's what they'll say. And then they'll say, well, it's an issue with the black community. A lot of these kids running around, nobody really cares. Fatherlessness running crazy. The reality, just for a reality check, is that the white birth rate in America is pretty low. I think like 1.5, 1.6. Anybody want to fact check me on that, please do. But also among black Americans, the birth rate is low, 1.8. And if you're in the West, you need about a 2.1 birth rate to have population growth and not decline. We're not growing at all in the black community. People always say, well, how are we only 13% of the population? We've been that way for a very long time. Well, when you have abortion, which is the highest out of any group among the black community, 50% of our population doesn't even exist at all. We're not even here. And a lot of us don't even have any children. Only about 40 to 45% of black men between 18 and 45 have ever had children. Black women is like 60%. So, I mean, you got a lot of us straight up not having kids. Then you have other parts of us having children just because. A lot of it is for financial reasons. A lot of welfare babies being born. Okay, tax incentive babies being born. Oh, yeah, that happens. Don't get it confused. Now, some are going to say, well, look, ABL, how much can they really get from having these kids just for the welfare benefits, just for the tax return benefits? Well, if you make a lot of money, and this is why I kind of laugh at some of these dating podcasts where they'll ask the woman, how much does a guy got to make? Oh, $100,000. Like, I just said like it's nothing. That's a lot of money. The average, well, the median income in the U.S. is like $35,000, $40,000. $100,000 a year is a lot of money. Most people don't make anywhere near that. The median is like $45,000, and that's kind of high. And a lot of us make less than that. If you're in these hood areas, you kind of live in hand to mouth. You might make $15,000, $20,000. Mississippi on the South, and you're getting these big tax return checks, $5,000, $10,000. Then you get in the EBT, welfare, WIC, TANF, Section 8, food stamps. You're getting all these things. That is a lot of money to these people. So sometimes these kids are born with no love, with no thought process about them being an actual human being. They're born for financial purposes, for financial benefits, child support as well. So then when the child who was born with no love, with no purpose for their life, when that child becomes 15 and then joins a gang and deletes somebody or gets deleted himself, everybody wants to be like, how did this happen? You know exactly how it happened. The child was born, and rather than being tended to like a garden, like actual something that is meant to grow and grow well, they kind of just happen. It just get big and get old. They grow like weeds rather than growing like flowers. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to the Walmart employee for doing what in her mind was the right thing to do. And I think it was the right thing to do, to just put it out there like, hey, this is going on. This is unsafe. This child's out here, no clothes on. It's very cold. It's wintertime. Like, the mom is fully bundled up, but the baby has nothing on. A whole big mess. She did the right thing. Unfortunately, she got fired. Shout out to the GoFundMe. I think that's a good cause for that GoFundMe. Okay, you're working, you got a job, and you get fired because you were trying to protect this baby, and you did the right thing. The baby's now safe. The mom is being charged, which is exactly what should happen. To those who say that the baby should be deleted, instead, you're barking up the wrong tree, talking to me. You got to look at some of the other things going on in society rather than just saying the baby should be deleted. That's already been happening. We're already kind of low on the birth rate as a result of the baby deletion. And the thing they're going to do to shore up the loss in population is open that border up and bring them over here, and then they'll do whatever they want. They'll give them citizenship. They'll give them jobs. They'll give them money. They'll give them whatever. And you, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe, you would get placed to the back of the line. Very simple. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on what happened here? Do you think the Walmart employee was right to record the video and upload it of the shivering baby? Was the mom not really in the wrong for having a child out there with no clothes on except for a diaper in the extreme cold? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. The Walmart employee did the right thing. You have some terrible parents out there who have no business having children. I don't think that's an excuse for the baby deletion industry to thrive, to exist. I don't think that is an excuse. But videos like this, incidents like this, will be used by them to fuel their narrative, which is part of the reason why you're going to have a very hard time ever getting rid of that industry, unfortunately. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.